Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic and an intriguing puzzle called Austrian Heat today. Perfect for the heat wave we're having here and containing ambiguous lines that can either be German whispers or thermometers. Really looking forward to having a go at that. And firstly though, I'm going to tell you that there's still time left to enter the Planet Suite, the collection of puzzles that are the Patreon reward for this month. Lots of people telling us that this is the first Patreon reward they've managed to complete and they're delighted with its difficulty level. Well done if you've got through it, and indeed thank you for sponsoring us on Patreon. Do join them if you haven't already and give it a go. It's good. Now, I do have to also mention John Halpin, who occasionally runs Creating a Cryptic Crossword with Celebrity sessions, and one of those is coming up on Wednesday with the remarkable Alistair McGowan, a British TV personality who started out doing impressions, brilliant impersonator. He's certainly featured in things like Spitting Image and many other British variety shows, but he's completely jump-shifted his career and become a concert pianist extraordinarily. And he'll be creating a puzzle with John themed on piano apparently, and the way it works is incredible. John basically takes suggestions from his Zoom audience, which you can join, and puts together a puzzle based on some of those suggestions, and then the audience co-creates the clues around it. It's a really fascinating experience to see how a brilliant mind creates a cryptic crossword. You have to go to John's website, and I think you have to subscribe to that and then make a donation to Alistair's charity, which is actually the Hedgehog Preservation Society, and good luck to them with that. Hedgehogs are certainly declining in number. They're a fascinating and gorgeous animal, I think. But yeah, I mean, just for the choice of charity alone, it's going to be worth supporting that. Now, what else is going on the channel? We've got all our apps, of course. So we don't have a Line app yet, but it will be coming. So if you love German whispers, there'll be some in that for you. And if you love Thermo, then we have a Thermo app. But remember, well, I'll tell you in a moment what the rules to this puzzle are. Check out all the links under the video. You can get to Sven's Sudoku Pad as well as all the other apps and everything we do, our merchandise, etc. Now, what are the rules of this puzzle? Oh, I will say also that Powerfly actually sent in a recommendation for somebody else's puzzle, but mentioned that this puzzle was doing quite well, and yeah, we're going to give it a go because I think it's a very interesting rule set idea. I did get a comment yesterday from somebody saying your videos are getting too long. 2 1-hour mark videos in a row is no good. Go back to doing short videos. Honestly, I'd do the puzzles quicker if I could. It's sometimes just not possible for my little brain to achieve that. I'm going to have a go today. Again, we will see how we go. The rules are these. Normal Sudoku rules apply. We're putting 1 to 9 in every row, column, and every 3 by 3 box. Then the lines with bulbs can be one of 2 things, or possibly both. They could be thermometers, and digits along a thermometer must increase from bulb to tip. Or they could be German whispers, in which digits in cells directly connected by a green line must differ by at least 5. So this could be a 1-6 pair, or a 1-9 pair, but not a 5-9 pair. If the line is a German whisper, the digit placed in the bulb must be odd. So these, I see, so if it's a German whisper line, there wouldn't be a circle on the line, but because there's a circle, we sometimes use a circle to mean an odd digit. That's very clever, Powerfly. So that's a really interesting pair of rules joined together there. Do give it a try if you can understand those on the link under the video. I'll see if I can. I'm going to start now, so let's get cracking. We've got 1 given digit of a 4. Now, if this was a thermo, Okay, I'm going to pencil mark it. If it was a thermo, that would be 2 or 3, and this would be 1 or 2. Oh yeah, if this is a German whisper, this has to be a 9. That's the only digit that can touch a 4 on a German whisper. And then this will be low. And if it's low, what's the whisper rule? The digit in the bulb must be odd. So this would be 1 or 3. So they're quite restricted. Not very restricted. Oh, I don't know. Is it? It must be all about this middle box, I suppose. If this was... Well, there are 3 7-cell lines in this puzzle. These 2 and that one. Now that I know that you can fit a German whisper group of cells onto that shape. Although these 4 would have to have the same polarity. Oh yes, I should quickly mention the 3 things I know about German whisper lines before I even start. One is that 5 can never appear on them. That's quite important sometimes. The second is, because there's no Sudoku digit 5 can touch. The second is that once you've got a German whisper line, the digits are either greater than 5 or less than 5, and they must alternate so you don't get 2 that are too close to each other next to each other. And the third is that 4 and 6 are quite difficult to place. So if that was a set of low digits, for instance, 4 would have to be in one of those because it can only have one neighbour, which is 9. And if you put it there, well, forget that 4. Say if you put 6 there, you'd have to put 1 in both places, and that's impossible by Sudoku rules. So those are things that are useful to know about German whispers, but they're not actually telling me much about these. Are they? Oh no, hang on, it's this thing about 5s. Oh, yes, that's brilliant. I love this. Okay, right, the simple question is, and if this was definitely German whispers, you would start with this question. You'd go, where does 5 go in the central box? Now, because these could be thermos, I was thinking, well, 5 could go on them. 5 can go on a thermo, and that's true. But it can't go in box 5 on these thermos because for the low digits, there are going to be 5 higher digits. So if you put 5 in any of these cells, you couldn't fill the ends of its thermo. And similarly for the higher digits, if you put 5 in those, you couldn't fill the cells leading up to it on the thermo. So 5 can't appear in any of these cells, and it goes here. And now it can't appear in these cells, so it goes on this line, which makes this line a definite thermo. Oh, that's fabulous. Let me just... This is a thermo, so I'll make it a grey line. There we go. So I know this is a thermo. And 5's on it. Oh, and again, it's a 7-cell thermo, so 5 can't be in either of those cells. So it's got to be in one of these 3. And it's not here by Sudoku. If it's here, this goes 6, 7, 8, 9. So it would be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If it's here, oh, it can't be there. The line would go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, we've got digits. We've not just got the central digit in the grid, which is always a great place to start, especially when it's a 5. But we've got all these others. And this is a thermo. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. This first one can't be a 4. This one can't be a 1. Now, what next? Well, I'm seeing 5, 6, 7, 4 used up in column 1. So they're going to have to end up in these cells. And wherever 5 is, it's definitely going to be a thermo. It's not going to be a German whisper. And in fact, 4, 6, and 7 are a bit difficult to fit on a whisper. I'm wondering if that's made both of these thermos. I can't quite see that yet. Is it these then? Or nothing's happened to those cells. Right, I'm going to have to think about these again. Bother. Okay, if this is a thermo, don't these have to be low digits from 1, 2, 3, 4? There's only... yes, they do. If it's German Whisper, one of them is low. Oh, one of the... if this is German Whisper... if this is German Whisper, what happens here? There's got to be a high digit in that pair, so it's got to be a 6-1 pair. 6 is not allowed on the bulb of a German Whisper. That's right, isn't it? I've got this rule the right way round. Yes. So if this is German Whisper, it goes 1, 6. If it's palindrome, if it's thermo, it starts with 1, 2, or 3. So if it's German Whisper, it goes 6, 1. Then you get the alternation thing. That doesn't work. If it starts 6, 1, the alternation thing means this is high, and we've used up. If this was a German Whisper line, it would have to have a 6 in those two cells. The 6 is not allowed to be on the bulb, so it's 1, 6, and this will end up being high by the alternation of polarity rule. That would be low, that would be high, that would be low, that would be high, but 6, 7, 8, 9 would now be used up. So this is not a Whisper line. We've found another thermo. There's no chance we're going to end up with all thermos, is there? It's the sort of thing people do in these puzzles, and it would be funny. But anyway, this is a thermo now. So this is not 6. This is 2, 3, or 4. 3, 4, or 5. 4 or 6. It sees a 5. 5, 6, or 7. 6, 7, or 8. That can't be 7 or 8. I can do that one. So that's a 6. Then we can go back down to the start of the bulb, and we've got a whole bunch of digits. This puzzle is going... have I really used 20 minutes? Did I reset the clock? Or did I forget to reset the clock? Wow, okay. I thought this was going a lot faster than previous puzzles. But if I've already actually used 20 minutes, then it's not. Weird. Okay, that might be just my sense of time. Now, do we know what this line is? 2 and 1 have been used there. So if it was German Whisper, that's a high and low, that's a high and low, they'd be using 3 and 4. If it is... if it's thermo, it just goes 3, 4, 5, and that would be a clash with 5. Yes, you can't use 1 and 2 on the first two cells, so there'd be 3, 4. That would force a 5 here, but that's a clash. So it actually is... this is German Whisper this time. Right, it's not... Hope that green colour is evident. Yeah. Now, this is... 4 and 3 have to go in these cells. 4 has to go with 9 in its pair, and 3 has to go, therefore, with 8 in its pair. So that is a quadruple, and this is a 7, which is fine. There's a 3 here, so that's not the 3-8 pair, that's the 4-9 pair. This is the 3-8 pair, and in a Whisper, the digit placed in the bulb must be odd. So that's the 3, that's the 8. Now it's a Whisper, so they're going to alternate, so that's going to be high, that's going to be high. And that sorts out 9 and 4. That's going to place 4 in box 4. That one's not a 3. These are from 1, 2, 6, 7 now. Doesn't really determine what this line is, unless... Does it? Don't think so. Now this is high. 7, 8, or 9. Can't be a 6 because its neighbours see each other. This is low and can't be 4, 2, and 3. I can do that. This is low and now can't be 1. but it also can't be 4 because it's next to an 8 on the line. So that's 2 or 3. Yeah, this is 7, 8 or 9. I haven't really got further than that. Now, in column 4, we've got 5, 6, 7, 8 to place, and that seems interesting here. This could still just be, let's pencil mark it, this could be a thermo if it started with 5 or 6, had 6 or 7 here, 7 or 8 here, and definitely 9 at the end, because that can't be an 8. But if this is a whisper, well, it won't start with 5, and in fact then it's got to start with an odd digit, which is 7. That is the rule. So that can't be an 8. This would then be a low digit, at least 5 away from 7, i.e. 1 or 2. This would be a high digit that can't be a 9, can't be a 6 because its neighbours see each other. So again, it's 7 or 8. So that's fixed. And this would be a low digit that's not 1 or 4. That would be 2 or 3. Wow. Now there isn't quite a quadruple there. Oh, there's a triple here. Oh, that's it. There's a triple in column 3. 1, 2, 3, triple. This can't be 1 or 2. That's lovely. So now this is not a whisper, and we can pencil mark it. We can colour it as a thermo. I'm using grey for that. And they do increase. That is now 5 or 6. This is 6 or 7. That's 7 or 8. This is definitely 9. We've got to put 4 in this box. Look at that. We can put it straight in. This is not a whisper because that can't be 9. This is, we need to put 5 in the box. Because of that 5, it's got to go here. This is a thermo. Another thermo. They are both thermos. I'm really a bit surprised by that. That's quite funny. This is a 5. This is high, 6 or 7. So that fixes this as 8. This has become 6. Oh, that deals with the 7, 6 pair. Now we've got a 1, 2, 3 triple in column 1. An 8, 9 pair in column 1. I like that because it stops this being a 9. This is now also a thermo. Can't be a whisper anymore. I suspect we're not going to find any lines that can be both at the end of the puzzle, but we'll see. 8, 4, 9. This is a 5, 6 pair. I can fill them in. 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7. Still to place. These can't be 5s. I don't know why I ever said they could. They also can't be 6s now. Oh, 5 in the column is up here. There we go. 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. 1 is in one of those cells. 6 is in one of those. 2 and 9 we don't know. Up here, 6, 5, 1. That hasn't sorted these out. Oh, there's a 2, 3 pair. Oh, there's a 9, 8 pair looking at that. That's a 7. Now on the whisper, I've remembered that this can't be a 7, 3 combination because they would be too close. So that's a 2. And more progress. This is a 4, 5, 6 triple, which is immediately suggesting to me that this can't be a whisper. Well, it can't be a 4 because that can't be a 9. And it can't be a 5 if it's a whisper. I suppose it could just still be a 6 with 1s in those positions. Now, if... Oh, that's interesting. If it is a thermo, this can't be 6 or 7. So if it's a thermo, it goes 1, 2, 4, 5 or 6, 8 or 9. And if it's a whisper, this is a 6, this is a 1, and this is a 7. Wow, that's really limiting the possibilities. Is this right? I think this is the right pencil marking. And that's... Oh, no, this is 1 if it's a whisper, 8 or 9 if it's a thermo. Oh, and that's a 1, 2 pair. Oh, that's weird. In row 4. Thank you, row 4. So this is a 7. That is a whisper. So this is a 1. This is 6. I was certain it wasn't going to be a whisper, but it is. Oh, I haven't coloured it as a whisper. I get to do a second green colouring finally. Not so many whispers in this puzzle, more thermos. Now, oh, you can't really tell which colour is which. Oh, I'm sorry, that was fairly pointless colouring. I can't tell. I think this was the green, the first green whisper, and that's the second one. Anyway, never mind. This has become a 2. This has become a 6. These are a 1-3 pair. How are they not resolved? Oh, they will be in a minute. That becomes a 1, and that resolves them. 3 and 1. Now these can't have a 1 in. This is a 2, 3, 7. Triple not resolved. That's a 1 in the box. Oh, it's going to come down to the 2-cell thermos, isn't it? This is a 3-4 pair. In fact, I know the order. Ooh, well, we're gonna find out something. This is on the tip of a thermo, or a renban, or a whisper. Renban. So this is either a 2 if it's a thermo, or 8 or 9 if it's a whisper, but 8 would never be in the circle. So it's 2 or 9. That's a weird pair. 6, 7, 5. Oh, that 1 has... Oh, well, that's sorted it out. That 1 has made that a 2, and that's decided it is a whisper line. Can't be 7, 3, because the difference is not enough. 8, 9, 2, 8, 7 here. We get a 3 in this one. That's not a 3. That's part of a 4, 5 pair. That's not a 7. 2, 8, 9 as a triple there. Gosh, I'm going to have to approach these thermo. Is it a huge pencil marking exercise in box 9? No, hang on, there's a 6. Oh no, I can place 1 first of all. There are 4 1s looking at the box, so I get that as a 1. Yeah, then I'm going to place a 6 in... Sorry, looking at all those. One of those cells. Now, can that be a 6? Not on a whisper. It would have to be a thermo. And that would make that 7 or 8. I don't know. Could be. Well, there's a 4, 5 pair. So this is 2, 7, 8 or 9. I don't want to fully pencil mark this. It's a bit kludgy to do that. It's a bit weird though. What am I meant to do at this stage? It's been a lovely puzzle, by the way. I'm sure that is kind of telling me that it's not going to be crazy at this point. That is 2, 8 or 9. Now, this, I was going to say this can't be an 8, but it could be if it was a thermo. That would be a 9. Right, I am pencil marking this. It can't be any of a 4, 5. No, I can see it can't be 4 or 5 in the row. 2, 6, 7, 8 or 9. That's quite a lot of possible digits. This one's worse. Oh, that can't be a 9. I've only just spotted that. How are you meant to do this bit? Oh, there's no 9 there. Right. I hadn't seen the effect of that 9. That makes... Oh, look, there was an old I-wing waiting for me to finish it in this column. Ah, just Sudoku-ness. Right, 8 and 9. Those can't have a 9. Right, they're getting a bit more restricted. That's not an 8. There is an 8 in one of these two. That's not an 8 now. Now, bingo. This cannot be a 6. Because being even, it would make it a thermo, and that would have to be 7, 8, or 9. And it cannot be. That's lovely, actually. So that's not a 6. This is a 6. Therefore, it's the only place left. That's the last 6 in the grid. This becomes a 3. Oh, that didn't quite resolve these. 5 and 4 in these cells. Now, I feel like this can't be... Oh, I was going to say it can't be a whisper, but it could be. 9, 4. This can't be a 7. because neither Whisper nor Thermo would be possible. That's getting weird. What's this? 1, 6, 7, 8, 5, 4. All impossible. 2, 3 or 9. 8, 6, 1. Right, I have fully pencil marked now. Now let's think about this one. Oh. Right, if it began... Ah, lovely. If it began with 8, it would have to be a Thermo because a Whisper can't begin with an even. So that would be 8, 9, which would make that 2 and break this cell entirely. So it doesn't begin with an 8. Now it can be a Whisper if it's 7, 2. And that does seem to work, so it might well be right. If it is, I suppose it could be a Whisper if it was a 2. Ah, am I really no further forward here? That's weird. 4, 5, 8. Can this be a 3? And the answer to that is yes, if that was a 2. Oh, look, there's a 2-8 pair in the final column. Gosh, it's scanning for pairs now. That's mean. So 9 there. This can't be a 9. And now, I don't think this can be a... It could be a 2 with a 7 there. Or a 3... with a 2 there. Or something here must be done. That's a 2, 3, 7, 9 quad. So that's an 8. That's not what I was expecting to be done. That puts 2 in the corner. No song for you, 2. This is not a 9. Now I've got a 2, 7, 8 quad, triple, and that is going to sort it out. This is a 9. That didn't sort it out at all, did it? Yes, it did. This can't be 5, because that wouldn't qualify either as Whisper or as Thermo. So, this is a Whisper line. Still don't know what the last one is, but we've got 9 out of this cell. Oh, we've got 5 in the corner. This... Oh, look, I've got a 2 in the corner, making this a 3. That was a bit easier than I realised. This can't be 7 by the Whisper rule, so that's a 2. And this one, this last one was a Thermo. It's so clever. It's really, really neat, this. 7, 8, 2. That's not a 3, so that is 4, 5 pairs, all resolved from the corner. 4, 5. This is an I-wing. That's a 7. 2 and 7 to go. And there we go. Well, that is a bit quicker today. So even though the beginning of it took a lot longer than I thought it was taking, still 35 minutes to solve the puzzle. Very clever puzzle from Palfly there. Lovely. And very entertaining for today's Cracking the Cryptic. Thanks for watching as always. I hope to see you again soon, especially tomorrow. Bye for now.